Hey guys, so I'm doing a YouTube video about how I didn't even know what was going on with me. This is my first YouTube video, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more videos. I'm gonna do story times, questions, and things like that. Alright, so it all started in November. I'm hanging out with my mom, and my dad was in the living room, my sister was upstairs. So I'm over here and I'm eating a bowl of oatmeal, and then I start feeling a tingling sensation. So you know that tingling sensation when you go to the dentist and they put the numbing in your mouth? That's basically what it felt like. My mouth started twitching and my face turned, my eyes went back, my mouth turned to the side, and my head went back, and my mouth was clenching really tight. Cause like when you have seizures, your mouth shuts and you bite your tongue and all of that. Thank God it didn't happen. My arms, they hurt so bad because I was just like clenching like that. So my dad comes over, he thinks I'm choking on food, so he tries to like take the food out. So now I'm done with the seizure. It lasted only for like 2 to 3 minutes. So now they called the ambulance and they came and they took me to this hospital for like brain and neurology and stuff like that. And they did a whole bunch of tests and I was there for like 3 hours, but they couldn't find what was wrong with me. So now I go home and I thought I was gonna die or something like that. I thought I was gonna stay paralyzed or something. I didn't even know it was a seizure because I've never seen a seizure or anything like that, so I didn't know what it was. It could be an anxiety attack, but I was thinking to myself, I'm not that type of person that's scared of people or nothing like that, or I don't get scared in large crowds, and I usually don't get anxiety basically, but I'm not a doctor, so I didn't know. So now it's December, we're Christmas shopping, and we're in Nordstrom in a store. So now I'm looking around, I get that sensation again in my mouth, and I got so scared. I started panicking, and I was like, this can either go two ways. I'm gonna have a panic attack or an anxiety attack, or it can go away. So my mom's there, and I tell her, I'm like, Mom, I feel the sensation again. And she's like, oh crap, okay, just calm down and everything. And now just breathe in and breathe out. So I started doing that. I started breathing and just thinking about other things, trying to not worry, but I was worrying obviously. So then it just went away. 2 hours later we get home and I was on my phone. So I'm on my phone just watching YouTube videos and eating, and I get the sensation again, and that's when the second seizure attack hit. I was in the living room in the sofa and they were in the kitchen. So it's like a pretty big distance, but it's open from it's the living room, dining room, and then the kitchen. I didn't have time to get any words out because my mouth started shutting. It My mouth was so tight, like when you're chewing gum or something, like really tight. So the only option I had was to throw my phone. So this is what my phone looks like. Now my phone looks like this, my old phone, because I threw it. So it's all cracked and everything, and I threw my plate. I just like flipped it over to get their attention. I got their attention and they're coming to me. They're trying to like help me. My poor mom is crying and everything, and my dad is outside. He comes inside and he thinks I'm choking, so he tries to like save me again. And my sister's like, no, she's having a seizure attack, because my sister was there this time. And now they called the ambulance again, and they came and everything. I went to the hospital again, and I went and did all these tests, and they couldn't find what was wrong with me again. And I told them this was my second time, but they still couldn't find what was wrong with me. So now it's January and I start having these really bad stomach pains. It hurts so bad. I would wake up at 3 o'clock, reoccurring every night, constantly. I would wake up and get the pain, I would throw up, and I just wouldn't go to sleep. So I was getting less and less sleep, and now I had to go to the hospital and things to do tests to see what was the cause of the seizures, or they didn't even know if it was seizures or not. So they were trying to look what it was that I was having. I would miss school a lot, and I started getting like really sad and depressed because I would miss school. And the last 2 years are really important because colleges and all of that, grades were dropping drastically, and I wasn't hanging out with my friends anymore. So yeah, I was really sad. I wasn't hanging out with my family. I would just come home from school and I would go to my room and just cry all day. All day I would cry. Now it's January and I go to the doctor and he says that I basically have stones in my gallbladder because he did a sonogram and he did tests and everything, and that was the result. So now it's January, and the doctor told me to get on a diet, that I can't eat cheese, spiciness, grease, snacks, things like that, because that's what's causing the pain and that's what's basically causing the seizures. So that's why I told you guys about the seizures, because that's the first thing that my body started doing, and it started acting different and nobody knew what was going on. So basically that's what was causing the seizures, my stones in my gallbladder. I finally made an appointment with the surgeon, and I had my appointment for March 24th, after my birthday. So now it comes day to the surgery. I'm stressing out. I couldn't sleep that night. I was having anxiety and everything. I just have a thing with surgery and cutting. Like, I never want to get surgery, nothing, because it's so, I don't know, I just feel some type of way about it. I'm scared. So now surgery day comes, I go to the hospital. It's a pretty far drive. So now they prep me. I'm in the gown and I'm just there with my family waiting for them to take me to the surgery room. Now they're talking to me and I start crying again, and the doctors and the nurses are like, you're gonna be fine, you're in good hands, nothing's gonna happen to you. What happens if I die? What happens if I'm awake during the procedure and I just can't move my body? And they were like, no, nothing like that's gonna happen. Luckily it didn't. So I think like 6 hours later, I'm out of surgery. The first thing that I do is I threw up. Two nurses were there, so I feel bad. I didn't know if I threw up on them or not. But yeah, I couldn't open my eyes because I was so dizzy. But yeah, so now after the surgery, they took me to a room. I was resting. The hospital was really nice. They put some massage inflatables on my legs so I can calm down. I had the TV, and they would give me apple juice. That's all I could drink because I couldn't eat before the surgery, so 6 hours before. And that day that I went to surgery, I couldn't eat. And that night, because I had to stay a night over, I couldn't eat. So I hadn't eaten for like 3 days. So all I could drink was apple juice, and that apple juice felt so good just drinking it. Now it's time to go home. It's the next day. I start getting ready and everything, and I'm finally home. I'm so happy I'm home. Being in the hospital, I didn't like it that much because I wasn't with my family, and I felt lonely, and I was crying the whole night in the hospital, and the pain is unbearable after surgery. So basically they did 4 dots in my stomach, one through my belly button, which I have a thing with belly buttons. I do not like belly buttons. I used to have this recurring dream when I was little that somebody would like cut me open from my belly button when I was like 5, and I just have that recurring dream, so I don't know why. But yeah, then I have 2 points up here and then 1 point near my belly button, and it just hurts so bad. I would walk so slow and everything. Of course I wasn't gonna run or anything, but it hurt so bad and the pain was unbearable and everything. But now I'm fine and I feel better. I don't even get stomach pains anymore, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, so this was the story time. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, bye.